Sappho to Phaon, a new rendering of Ovid's heroic epistle 15, by Sappho. Read for LibriVox.org by Tony Addison. 1. Phaon, most lovely, closest to my heart, can your dear eyes forget, or must I stand confessed in name, beloved that thou art, lost to my touch and in another land? Sappho now calls thee lyre and lyric muse forgotten, and the tears born of her wrongs blinding her eyes, upturned but to refuse Phoebus, the fountain of all joyous songs. I burn as when in swiftness past the byres flame takes the corn, borne by the winds that blow. For what are Aetna's flames to my desires? Thou who by Aetna wanderest, O thou, the lyric muse has turned as I from her. Peace, peace alone can join us once again. The blue sea in its solitude lies fair, but desolate I turn from it in pain. No more the girls of Lesbos move my heart. My blameless love for them is now no more. Before my love for thee all loves depart. Cold wanderer thou upon a distant shore. O thou art lovely, wert thou garbed like him, Apollo by thy side a shade would be, garland thy tresses with the ivy dim, and Bacchus would be less himself by thee. Apollo yet, who bent as Bacchus fell, one to the Cretan, one to Daphne's fire, beside me what are they? I cast my spell o'er seas and lands, the music of my lyre echoes across the world where mortals dwell, renders the earth in tune with my desire. Alcaeus strikes Olympus with his song, boldly and wild his music finds its star. Unto the human does my voice belong, and Aphrodite smiles on me from far. Have I no charms? Has genius lost her touch to turn simplicity to beauty's zone? Am I so small, whose towering height is such that in the world of men I stand alone? Yea, I am brown, an Ethiopian's face turned Perseus from his path, a flame of fire, white doves or dark, which hath the finer grace? Are they not equal, netted by desire? If by no charm, except thine own sweet charm, thou canst be moved, then, alas for me, fires of the earth thy coldness will not warm, and Phaon's self must Phaon's lover be. Yet once, once, forgetful of the world, you lay engirdled by this world of mine. Those nights remain, be earth to darkness hurled, deathless as passion's ecstasy divine. My songs around you were the only birds, my voice the only music. In your fire with kisses burning yet, you killed my words, and found my kisses sweeter than desire. I filled you with delight when close embraced, in the last act of love I gave you heaven, and yet again delirious as we faced, and yet again, till in exhaustion even, love's self half died, and nothing more remained but earth, and life half lost, and heaven gained. And now, Sicilian girls, O heart of mine, why was I born so far from Sicily? Sicilian girls, unto my words incline. Beware of smiles, of insincerity. Beware the words that once belonged to me, the fruits of passion and the seeds of grief. O Cyprian by the fair Sicilian sea, Sappho now calls thee, turn to her relief. Shall fortune still pursue me, luckless one, with hounds of woe pursue me down the years? Sorrow was mine since first I saw the sun. The ashes of my parents knew my tears. My brother cast the gifts of life away for one unworthy of all gifts but gold. Grief follows grief, and on this woeful day an infant daughter in my arms I hold. Fates, what more can ye do? What more essay? Phaon, ah yes, he is the last I know. The first, the all, the grave that once was gay. The dark veil o'er my purple robe ye throw. My curls no more are curls, nor scent the air with perfume from the flowers Egyptians grow. The gold that bound these locks of mine, so fair, has parted for the wind these locks to blow. All arts of love were mine when he was by, whose son is now the son of Sicily. Phaon, when I was born, the mystic three called Aphrodite on my birth to gaze, and then the Cyprian turning called on thee to be my fate and fill my dreams and days. Thou for whose sake Aurora's eyes might turn from Cephalus, or Cynthia give thee sleep, pouring oblivion from night's marble urn, bidding Endymion to watch thy sheep. Lo, as I write I weep, and naught appears but love, half veiled by broken words and tears. You who left me without kiss or tear or word, to murmur softly like a child begotten of thy voice. Deception were less cruel far than silence. You who smiled falsely so often, had you no false phrase? You who so often had false tales to tell, no voice there at the parting of our ways, to say farewell, O love, or just farewell. I had no gift to give you when you passed, and wrongs were all the gifts received from thee. I had no words to tell you at the last but these, forget not life, forget not me. And when I heard, told by some casual tongue, that thou wert gone, grief turned me then to stone. Voiceless I stood, as though I ne'er had sung, pulseless and lost, for evermore alone. Without a sigh, without a tear to shed, grief held me, grief, who has no word to say. Then, rising as one rises from the dead, my soul broke forth as one breaks forth to slay, rending and wounding all this frame of mine, cursing the gods, the moments and the years, now like the clouds of storm where lightnings shine, uplifted, then resolving into tears. Debased, when turns my brother in his scorn my grief to laughter, pointing to my child, till madness takes me as the fire the corn, and in reviling thee I stand reviled. Ah, but at night I turn to thee. In dreams our limbs are joined as flame with flame. In dreams again your arms are girdling me. I taste your soul in joys I blush to name. Ah, but the day that follows on the night, the emptiness that drives me to the plain, to seek those spots that knew my lost delight, the grotto that shall shield us not again. Here lies the grass we pressed in deeds of love, lips, limbs entwined, I kiss the ground to-day. The herbs lie withered, and the birds that move are songless, and the very trees are grey. Night takes the day and falls upon the groves. The nightingale alone is left to cry, lamenting in the song that sorrow loves. To Tereus she calls, to Phaon I. 2. There is a spring through whose cool water shows the sand like silver, clear as seen through air. There is a spring above whose mirror grows a lotus like a grove in flower fair. Here as I lay in tears a spirit stood, born of the water. Then she called to me, Sappho, pursuing love, by grief pursued. Sappho, beside the blue Leucadian sea there stands a rock, and there above the caves whose wandering echoes reach Apollo's fane, down leaping to the blue and breaking waves, lovers find sleep, nor dream of love again. Deucalion here found ease from Pyrrha's scorn. Sappho, arise, and where the sharp cliffs fall, thy body, that had better not been born, cast to the waves, the blue, blue waves that call. I rise, and weeping silently I go. My fear is great, my love is greater still. Better oblivion than the love I know. Kinder than Phaon's is the blue wave's will. Ye favouring breezes, guard me on this day. Love, lend your pinions, waft me o'er the sea, where lovely Phoebus on thy shrine I'll lay my lyre with this inscription unto thee. Sappho to Phoebus consecrates her lyre, and to the god the gift, the fire to fire. 3. Alas, and woe is me, but must I go? O Phaon, Phoebus' self to me is less than Phaon. Will you cast me down below, all broken, for the cruel rocks to press this breast that left thee ruined? Ah, the song born of the Muses leaves me, and the lyre is voiceless. They no more to me belong, and in this darkness dies the heavenly fire. Farewell, ye girls of Lesbos, fare ye well. No more the grove shall answer to my song. No more these hands shall wake the lyre to tell of love, of life. To Phaon they belong, and he has fled. O loveliness, return. Make once again my soul to sing in joy. Feed once again this heart with fires that burn. Gods, can no prayers avail but to destroy? No songs bring back the lost, no sighs recall the lost that was my love, my life, my all. Return, return, raise to the wind thy sail, across the sea bring back to me the years. Eros shall lend to thee the favouring gale, the track is sure where Aphrodite steers. Let thy white sail be lifted on the rim of sky that marks the dark dividing seas. Failing that far off sail, remain the dim blue depths where once Deucalion found release. Failing that far off sail, the wave shall give death or forgetfulness whilst still I live. End of Sappho to Phaon, a new rendering of Ovid's heroic epistle 15. This recording is in the public domain.